Well, hi, welcome back. This is Kim with another step-by-step lesson. Today's lesson is very important. Have you backed up your computer lately? I am shocked at how many people tell me they never back up their computer. My husband has a network services business, and so many of his clients don't back up their stuff. They'll come to him begging him to help get their stuff off their broken laptop. No, I didn't back it up. Why not? I don't know. It's too hard. I forgot. I don't know how. It's crazy. There's no excuse. You need to back up your computer. It's not hard. I'm going to show you a couple different ways. But what's on your computer right now? What would happen if your hard drive failed? Would you be okay if everything was lost and just throw the laptop away, the computer away, and start over? Do you have pictures on there? Documents? What else? Do you even know what's on your computer? I don't know. I'd be devastated if I lost all my pictures and documents. There's important documents on there. There's tax information that I might want to save. So many things. So I'm going to show you a couple different ways of backing up that are very easy, and you can do it today, and I think you should. The only thing you're going to need to buy is a external hard drive. You may already have one. Kind of looks like this. Zoom in a little bit. Oop. Okay, well, there is the drive, about this size. It's the size of maybe a cell phone. It's got a cable that plugs into here, and the other end goes into your computer. You can get I would get a decent sized drive, not the physical size of the drive, but the capacity of the drive. 2 terabytes should be good for most people. So it'll say 2 TB on the box. I don't know, maybe $75. I haven't shopped for one recently, but that's probably about the price. Western Digital, Seagate, there's a whole bunch of brands that make them. So just go down to Best Buy or Staples or whatever store you have. Target probably has them. Walmart. I wouldn't be surprised if even some grocery stores had them. Anyways, don't get a small one. I mean, it's not small size, small capacity, because you're going to fill it up. So get it like a 2 terabyte. Okay, so then you come home, unbox the drive, you connect. There's an included cable that comes with the drive. Just plug it in. Plug in the one end that plugs into the drive. Don't plug it into the computer yet, because I want to talk a little bit here. Some drives that you purchase are designed as backup drives, and they come with software that will help you back things up automatically. You can certainly use that software and go that route. And if you want to do that, skip the next step, because the next step is to format the drive, which will erase all that software that's on there. I personally have not had great luck with those. The software will stop running and not even tell me, and skip, a couple weeks of backups, and there's no notifications or anything. So, I mean, maybe it's better now. I haven't tried in a couple years. But, you know what? Even an old backup is better than no backup. So, if you feel more comfortable going that route, do that. But at least let's get a backup going. If you have a drive already, you can use that, as long as it's a large enough capacity drive. Anyways, I just want to show you now how to format a drive. The reason you format it is because it kind of sets it back to new, fresh, and ready to go. If you have an old drive that's been sitting on your desk for a couple of years and you don't even know what's on there, plug it in, see what's on there. If you need to save anything, copy it off onto your hard drive or somewhere else. Because we want a nice, fresh, blank, freshly formatted drive to use for our backup. So what I want you to do first is open up your File Explorer. That's this envelope down here. And you're going to see all sorts of things on here. Look over on the left for this PC and open that up. You can double click on it if you want, or you can just down this little down arrow, you click on that. Right now it only shows my C drive. I also have a D drive here for my DVD, but I'm going to go ahead and plug in my drive now to the computer. Plug it into any USB port, doesn't matter. Watch over here because my computer's going to detect that drive and prepare it for use. And there we go. So now it came up. So it's already been named backup, but yours might say Seagate or Western Digital, whatever. I don't know if you noticed the notification. The notification, oh, it already disappeared. Will pop up down here basically saying that it's ready for use. So this is a 2 terabyte drive, but you'll notice it only has 1.81 terabytes of usable space. That's because there's partitions and stuff on here. It's not important. This is normal. Okay, so we now know that this is our backup drive and we're going to format it. So to format it, you right mouse click on it. Don't forget, this is going to erase everything on the drive. So if you have anything on there, like if you want to see what was on there, double click on it. Mine's empty. Make sure it's empty. If it's not, get the stuff off there. If you don't want it anymore, then just proceed and we'll format it. So right mouse click, and then right here is format. Now there's some options here. I just pretty much leave it alone. You can restore device default if you want. I just leave it whatever it was. But like if you clicked here, it'll make it the default size. And then you can name it. Like mine's already backup, but you might want to name it backup. So you know, I know it's mine. Like if you have a bunch of these drives, that way when you plug it in, it comes up over here. So if it was backup Tom, I'm like, oh, that's not mine, that's Tom's. I don't even know who Tom is, but you may just make it something that you'll know what it is when it pops up over here on the left side and verify it's the right drive. Quick format is fine, and then you press start. It will release all data on this disk. Okay, so got to be sure that you want to erase it. Click OK. It does not take long, and then you'll have your drive ready to go. What it's doing is just getting all back ready for you. So format complete. Okay, there we go. So now it's ready. So down here in the search, type in backup, and right up here, backup settings, click on that. Okay, so there's 2 different built-in backup solutions. The old backup and restore, which was in Windows 7, which some of you might be familiar with. And then this is backup using file history. So it basically backs up your files to the drive that I'm going to add. And as you change the files, it changes the files on that drive. So here we go. Let's add a drive. So it searches your computer and, oh, you can use this one. Perfect, that's the one I want to use. So we're adding our drive. And it says automatically back up my files. And you can have it on or off. There's more options. You can choose what files you want backed up, which I suggest you to go through and turn off things you don't want backed up because it takes up space. So you can do backup now, but first we're going to change some of these. Keep my backups forever, back up my files every hour. If you don't work a lot on your computer, you can maybe do this, you know, every 12 hours or just daily, like once a day. If you're doing things constantly all day long and working on files, you might want to keep it at an hour. And it doesn't back up every single thing every hour. It only backs up the things that change. So once an hour doesn't mean you're going to have 60 million backups on here. It just keeps the file status at the newest version. Okay, so we have all these that I don't want. So we're going to exclude folders that I don't want to, like, so I don't want to save my music. So let's go to add a folder. We're going to go to C. It tells us where to go. Users, Kim, music. So I choose that folder. Okay, so now music is no longer going to be excluded. I mean, it's going to be excluded. It's no longer going to be part of the backup. I probably want to keep my pictures, my videos, my pictures, documents definitely. Ansel, I don't even know what that is, so I'm going to get rid of that. Add a folder. So it's under C, users, Kim. We're under C, users, Kim, Ansel. I don't even know what that is, but that's going away. Okay, so we just go down the list and you just get rid of each thing. So like Dropbox, I'm definitely not going to back up because that is humongous. And that's already online being dropped. You know, that's backup online. So C, users, Kim, Dropbox. So we're going to add that. C, users, Kim, Dropbox. Okay, definitely don't want to back that up. So you just go through one and, you know, go through all these. Definitely keep your desktop on there. I would get rid of all these things, actually. I would keep your desktop, pictures, documents, your camera roll, maybe videos, and save pictures. I would just do those and get rid of everything else. And then just click back up now. I'm not going to do it now because I want to show you another way. But, so I would decide how often you want it backed up based on your usage and how many things you create in a day. And change that, and then keep it forever. I would keep it forever. Once the drive fills up, it's going to prompt you, and then you can buy a new drive for the newer things, or you can go in and clean it up. Okay, so let's go back. I'm going to show you a different way. I'm going to turn this off right now. This is the older Windows 7 way of backing up, but it still works, and I like it. So you click on this. This may look more familiar to you, I'm not sure. So we're going to go in and set up a backup. This takes a minute, so it's going through and just getting everything prepared. It's a little more, I'm not sure what the word is. It's user-friendly, I guess. Maybe not. I'll show you. But I find it easier to pick exactly what I want to restore in here. So, okay, so it went through. It says you can save, you can back up to your D drive, which obviously I'm not going to do. And then here's our backup drive again. So we're going to choose that and click on next. Now, if we let Windows choose, it's going to back up every single thing, things that we don't want, which is going to just take up room on the drive. So say, let me choose. Click next. Unmark everything, and then go through and pick what you want. So we're going to go to users Kim. So that's where all of the stuff is saved. Users Kim, and then you just click the things you want to keep. Now app data, this is where all your settings are saved for your software. So like all your like your Outlook username and your email settings and your program settings. So I usually keep that in my backup. That way, if I'm restoring something, if I have to restore my whole hard drive, I already have all my settings, which is nice. You'll have to reinstall your software, but anyways. So desktop and documents is probably all, let's see, and pictures. You could do your saved games and stuff if you were a gamer or whatever. You could change, if you had a ton of music that you've imported from CDs or something, you could click that. And then that's it. And then we'll click next. Oh, include a system image of your drives. So this takes a little while to do the first time, but this will really help you if your computer crashes and you need to restore, because it's an image of the entire hard drive right now with all your software on there and everything. So I would include that and do next. Now, this is where you want to choose your schedule. These are the things it's going to back up. Now we're going to change our schedule. I would do it every night personally, but if you don't, like I said, if you don't do a lot of creating of new things, you could do it weekly, Sunday night at 7 p.m., whatever, and you definitely want to run on a schedule. This way you won't even have to think about it. Just make sure your computer's turned on. It'll automatically back up. You don't even have to think. It's super easy. So let's say Sunday at 7 p.m. Sure. So click OK. So now I'm going to click this. This is Save Settings and Run Backup. So right now it's going to go in and run a backup. I'm going to stop the recording and I'll come back once it's ready. So right now it's going and it's going to start. Backup in progress. And it shows you, you can look watch the details, and it kind of tells you what it's doing. I don't know, 2% complete. I'll show you how to manage your space on the drive after this is done. So I'm going to come back once this is finished. Oh, it's actually going pretty fast. 7%. Wow. I don't have very much on this computer yet. Let's see. And then once you have a backup, then you can restore. And I'll show you that. So I'm going to end this right now and I'll come back. Okay, hi, I'm back. As you can tell, this is not done yet. It's still only 12% complete. I've decided to create a new video, a separate video for the restore process because I don't want to make this a super long video. So I'm going to go ahead and end this here. I am also going to create the other backup using the Windows 10, the top version that I skipped before. So I'll have both versions backed up. And in the next video, I'll show you how to restore from both versions. So that's it for today. I hope this was helpful. Please, please go out and get a drive so you can back up your computer. It's so important. Anyways, please add any questions or comments below. I'll try to answer them all promptly. And like this video, and I'd appreciate it if you could subscribe to my channel. And I'll see you next time.